Hey everyone, so technically this is week 7, cause, well, I forgot to do videos. Due to the moving and packing and unpacking and packing and unpacking and working and driving and blah, blah, blah. Yes. That is how the past 3 weeks have gone since my last video. So, update. I have a new place! We moved in pretty shortly after the last video, I think. And I got a new job! So I quit working at the Cheesecake Factory due to my truck breaking down and not really having a stable ride to work. So, sorry, I have to take my glasses off because I can see the reflection is weird, so I've taken them off. Okay. So my truck broke down. So my roommate works at Outback, and I figured they need servers. I want to be a server. I'll go work at Outback, and I'll always have a stable ride to work. So I quit working at the Cheesecake Factory, and what's funny is I totally told them, I was like, you know what, I will work for the next month. If you need me, you let me know. If you're going to hire anybody, I will train them. I'll do whatever you need. They scheduled me one day for my last 2 weeks. Just one. Actually, they technically scheduled me 2, but they took away my second one. For whatever reason, I don't know. I think it's BS, but whatever. Anyway. So that's done. No longer working at the Cheesecake Factory, and you know what? I'm really kind of glad. I was exhausted. It's a really great company. I love the Cheesecake Factory, and I will go back if I ever have to. I just hated the bakery so much. We just had people who were not doing the jobs they needed to do. They were half-assing everything, and I was tired of being the one picking up all the slack. So, there's that. New apartment, new job. I'm now working at Outback. I do my first day by myself as a server tomorrow, so that's going to be fun and interesting. I will have to tell you next week how that goes. Okay. So I put this off, not because I wanted to put it off, but because I really wanted my roommate to be in this video. But she has a guy friend thing, and we're not close enough for him to be in my videos. So I didn't want him in my video, but he's always here. So then I never did a video. And that makes me sad because we're hilarious. Me and her are freaking hilarious. Eventually we're putting a camera in her truck and in my truck, so when we drive together, y'all will get to see the hilariousness that ensues. We're freaking hilarious. Anyway, moving on. I will not show you my room as of right now because I brought some more stuff over. Then there's boxes and clothes and more boxes all over the place. So I will give you the grand tour after everything is kind of nice, which it's not. And I hate organizing after moving and packing all day. Anyway, so my truck is fixed now. Thanks to Nicholas, he sent me some money to help get it fixed, and then he put me on his car insurance, and I'm very grateful. Without him, I would be without a truck, and without my brother paid to get it fixed. Nicholas helped pay for the parts. I paid for the tows and stuff, and whatever else I needed to pay for. So I'm really grateful to have both of them. I don't really know what else to say about that, but I'm eternally grateful and love them both. I don't know what I'd do without them. And I'm grateful for my roommate for driving me all over the place while we were trying to figure out how to get it fixed and all the drama that went along with it. And I have a tendency to lash out when I'm frustrated and don't know what to do. And so I unintentionally took a little bit of that out on her and out on Nicholas. And I've already apologized, and I know this is something about me, and when I'm clueless and feel in a hole and backed up in a corner and I don't know what to do, I lash out. And that's very animalistic. And I'm realizing this, and I've never had anybody point it out to me before, and I've never realized it before until this particular situation. So now I know that it's something that I need to work on, and will be worked on. I'm really trying to, there was so much more that I wanted to say. And now I'm drawing a complete, utter freaking blank. See, truck, new job, new apartment. Kitties! My friend has kitties, so I get kitties. Granted, they're not cuddly, so, meh. But the only plus side to my roommate's guy friend is that he has a very cuddly kitten thing. And so if he's going to be staying the night all the time, then I get the kitty, and it gets to cuddle with me. And that makes me happy. So, yay! Especially since I get to listen to them have sex every night. It makes me miss Nicholas. Which, for the family that watches this, I'm sorry. Throwing it out there. I miss sex with Nicholas. I do. Oh! I just got this today. And I don't know if y'all can see it. But it says Nicholas. It is a necklace that Nicholas's mom mailed to me that I was finally able to pick up from my old apartment. Because, okay, so first, I lost my mailbox key. So then I had to pay for a new one. So then today I went to go pick up the new key, and it didn't work. Because they changed the locks on the mailbox because it was broken. If I just waited it out, I could have said, my mailbox key doesn't work. What's going on? And I could have totally saved $10. But no. That has been my life. Okay? They took double rent by accident, but they're not giving back the second part of the rent, or the second payment, because they assume I owe it, which I don't, but I hadn't put in my 30-day notice yet, like a dummy, because they wouldn't let me do it over the phone, and then I didn't have a vehicle. Everything went wrong. These past 2 weeks have been nothing but wrong after wrong after wrong after wrong after wrong. Awful. Just awful. So my account was negative for a little while because they took double rent. And, however, luckily, I will see a majority of that May 15th or 16th. Hopefully. That's how soon I'll get that money. And that's the majority of the rent back plus the deposit. And then I hope to be getting my taxes back in the next couple weeks because I plan on doing that tonight after this video. Sorry, I'm thinking. When I think, I make weird noises. So yeah, there's that. I hope to have lots of money. Disney, in less than a month. Well, okay, a little more than a month, like 40-something days. So friggin' stoked, though. So excited. We leave on the 28th. I've got lots of weddings that I'm doing, that I'm helping with, because I got that internship. So I've been doing lots of that. Running around, craziness. Yay! So I have to do research for that after I do my taxes. Me and research, we don't really get along, luckily. The majority of the stuff I've already looked up. Now I just gotta pricing and ordering and blah, 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 blah. Okay. So there's that. There's another person that I'm really thankful for, and that's one of my old bosses. Well, I guess technically he wasn't my boss, but he was a manager at the Cheesecake Factory, and he became like a confidant for me. He's married and has 2 kids, and he kind of took me under his wing at the Cheesecake Factory when my mom got really sick. and he just kind of took care of me and made sure that whatever I needed on my shift, he would help me find. If it was in the kitchen, he made sure that I was able to get my job done with ease, and I really appreciate him. But not only that, he's really supported me and Nicholas, and whenever I'm feeling low, or I've got friends telling me that this isn't what's right for me, this is, I should really be thinking about this, and I should really be looking at this as, this is something that I never wanted, and I'm a very physical person, so I need that closeness and that touch, and that it's who I am. It's something I've always needed, that hugs and verbal confirmation and physical confirmation, and I'm not even talking about sex. Like, I'm just talking about, somebody kissing me or holding me. I need that, especially when I'm frustrated and angry. I need to just be held. And of course, that's really hard with Nicholas being thousands of miles away. So whenever I needed a hug, he'd hug me and he'd tell me it's okay, and I'm very grateful for him. When I've had some of my lowest, he would look at me and say, "Don't you dare give up. Don't you dare give up." He's like, "I've never seen a woman so in love." And I'm married. So, thank you, Tim. I appreciate you. I know you're never going to watch this. Duh. But I appreciate you. So, thank you. Lots of appreciation. Of course, Nicholas's mom, always there for me. Always. Of course, my oldest brother, Nicholas. Shout out to Toomey, Nicholas's roommate overseas. Thank you for taking care of my man. You're fabulous, and I adore you. So thank you. So I've got Nicholas, I've got my brother, I've got Devin, Tim, Toomey, Nick's mom, Nick's sister. We don't talk a lot, but I love you. Stay strong for me. You're beautiful and bright, and I know you're struggling with this as well. It's not easy, but I love you, and we will get through this all together. My mom is starting to come around. She actually sent me an email today on wedding stuff, which is strange. Really strange. Because my mom has been super against Nicholas and I since kind of the start. But I think she's starting to realize that she kind of has no say in my life. Speaking of people being against Nicholas and I want to shout out to my dad and stepmom, who have always been supportive of Nicholas and I. They've never trashed him. They've always kind of let me do my own thing and let me learn from my own experiences, because experience is the best teacher. And I'm stubborn and a little pig-headed. I don't usually take what other people say, except for when it comes to drugs. My brothers did enough of those for a lifetime. I don't need to do drugs. Ever. Never wanted to touch drugs. I was like, you did it. I'm good. I'm alright. That's kind of the one thing that I was like, you know what? I don't need to try. I don't need to experience. Ever. Totally okay. You can have those. You can keep those. But besides that, I always wanted to kind of experience everything and anything. Yeah. So my stepmom and dad have always been kind of the hands-off approach. But when I've needed some advice, they've always been there to give it to me too. And so I really appreciate them for sticking by me in my decisions and helping me feel secure in the decisions that I'm making as a human and as an adult and as a female. I'm trying really hard to make all the right decisions, and sometimes I don't know which decision to make. And so I know that I can always call them and ask them for advice. So thank you guys. I love you. That's kind of all I've got. I think that's it. I did my shout outs. I did, the fact that I'm in a new apartment. Truck failure, but it's back now. Yay. And you know what? Somehow the fuel gauge kind of sort of works. Which is so funny because I've had this truck for like 3 years now, I think. Maybe only 2. I don't know. And when I first got it looked at, the fuel gauge didn't work. When I first got it, fuel gauge didn't work. So I had it looked at. And they said that I would need a whole new instrument cluster for that to work. What broke on my truck that made it to where it wouldn't run is fuel gauge. Not the fuel gauge. Fuel pump. Fuel pump completely went out. Completely done. Now that it's replaced, magically, my fuel gauge half works. I don't think it's completely accurate, but it works. Sort of. So I think they're right. Still, the instrument cluster needs to be replaced. But it doesn't need to be, now it somewhat works because the fuel pump was changed. And they said that they looked at that and said that it was fine. A year later, I'm screwed. And this, literally it all came at the worst possible time. My truck breaking down, my bank going negative. And you know what? The hardest part was that I couldn't just turn to Nicholas and be like, I need you to do this for me. I need you just to figure it out. And I called him crying and freaking out. And I didn't know what to do. I don't know anything about cars. Cars are the worst thing. Me and vehicles, we just apparently do not get along. I have not had a working vehicle ever. My mom let me borrow her car for a while and it breaks down. And then, everything just with vehicles has not been okay. The truck that I have now has broken down maybe 6 or 7 times since I've had it. Granted, it's a 98 and it's old and it's got lots of miles on it. But that's beside the point. The point is, everything went wrong at the same time. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. Murphy's Law wanted to completely fuck me. Sorry for the language, guys. But literally, took a shovel, bashed me in the face with it repeatedly. Thanks, Murphy's Law. Go to hell. But now that all is said and done, I'm not completely out of the woods yet. I still have a couple bills that need to be paid. And I'm still, really lacking on funds. Thanks to this whole negative bank account bullshit. But I'm okay. I'm at ease. God has really protected me. Oh! That's what I wanted to talk about. Alright. So like I said, lots of boxes in my room. Because I went and picked up some more stuff today from the old apartment. And now I have until May 11th to get it all out. But that's beside the point too. I was on my way home to the new place when my truck filled. And I come to a screeching halt on the highway. Because this car just wrecked. I don't even know what it hit. I just saw it go into the grass and a guy rolling out and then sitting on the grass. And instantly I want to help. So I pull over. But I'm not the only one who pulls over. There was 6 of us pulling over to help this one guy. And it was so nice to see that people's instinct was still to help. When in so many cases we look at people and just drive by. And his car was fucked. I have no idea what he hit because it was just him. There was nothing else. And all there was grass. So I don't know what he hit. But if I had left 2 or 3 minutes sooner, it could have been me that he hit. And later up the road, I'm driving, and a police officer is cruising. So I, get out of his way, and he goes by me, and I'm, you slow down, you move out of the way, and I come up on another car that's wrecked. Not 2 miles up the road. So, if I hadn't stopped to help this guy, maybe I could have been in that wreck. And then again, 5 minutes later, I'm still on my way home, and behind me, I see more sirens. Or I hear more sirens and see more lights. And I see an ambulance. And it's like, three in the span of not even a 20-minute drive. I just think if I had left any sooner or later, I could have been in one of those three. And I'm so blessed that I was not. It was crazy. It was crazy. And I thank God every day for every breath that I take. Even if Nicholas isn't here with me, and that's okay. I've had a really rough week. I think I've cried just about every day. It feels like he's been gone for years, and it hasn't even been 2 months yet. It's about to be, but hasn't been. That's okay. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. I will continue to do alright, and I will continue to get through this. I have lots to think about now, but I have no doubt that Nicholas is still the person that I want to be with, and the man that I want to marry, and the man that I love. And now having this necklace, I get to see it and feel it every day. It's almost like having a ring on my finger, but without it. And I hear my roommate, they're probably about to go have sex. I should probably cut this off before you can hear them moaning too. I will spare you the disgustingness. But payback's a bitch. 7 more months. I can do this. Sorry. Love you guys. Mwah. Y'all have a great night. Bye.